So this video today is another quick video. It's about the speech that Vladimir Putin gave about the current crisis in Ukraine and some speculation about why this sudden cutaway from the speech by Russian state news sources. Now, the question of why they would cut away at present remains unanswered. There are, however, theories. One theory that was put forward by The Guardian states that Putin was apparently seen to limp off the stage, and this cut was made to sort of hide this information from Western audiences now. Those of us who have been watching Russia or have seen videos about Vladimir Putin's distinctive gait have seen that this is completely plausibly the result of his KGB training, the so-called gunslinger gait. So this doesn't necessarily hold water. Taking this into account, is there something else that could explain it? Well, that's what we're talking about today. My theory, and the theory of this channel, is that just before the cut is made, Putin appears to use some very distinctive words and makes a reference to an individual. The word he uses is rather interesting. The translation of Rождение is birth. There's some differences of opinion about that because in Russia and Russian culture, there are 2 days that one could necessarily celebrate as birth dates. These are the actual date of birth and what's called the name day. In Western Christianity, this might be called the baptism day or something like that. And it isn't entirely clear which date that Putin is referencing. The use of the word Rождение seems to imply that this is actually the date of birth rather than a name day. Now, a couple of days seem to fit this, all based on the speech's other words used in the speech. The days that seem to fit could be the 24th of February, the 20th of February, the 3rd of March, or the 26th of October. When we look at these and we analyze the dates, and you look for famous Russians who were born on this date, what we come to is there's only one name that really approaches that level of international fame. And the name of that individual is Pyotr Nikolaevich Lebedev. I apologize for the pronunciation of that. It could be Pyotr Nikolaevich Lebedev or Lebedev. So for now, we'll just stick to his patronymic of Pyotr Nikolaevich. Pyotr Nikolaevich was born in 1866 and died in 1912. He was a famous Russian physicist, held many educational positions, including at Moscow State University in the name of M.V. Lomonosov. Now, what makes him such a controversial character and why the cutaway might have happened is the reason that Pyotr Nikolaevich left Moscow State University. He left in protest over policies that the government Department of Education had enacted. This is why it might not necessarily seem to be in the best interest of the Russian state at present to reference this sort of an individual, because he was somebody who protested against the state, and it wouldn't do very well to capitalize or to promote this individual when at present any sort of protest against state policy is very highly discouraged. Is this necessarily correct? Well, we don't know, but it is a very plausible theory. an alternate analysis, depending on which date you choose, could suggest that this is a reference to Red Army Day, which occurred on the 23rd of February of the year, and would theoretically refer to the birth of the Red Army. But that doesn't necessarily mesh with Putin's wording. So the question remains open right now, but the idea that he was referencing Yuri Nikolaevich and that the Russian government cut away from that because he was critical of the government is a very plausible theory, at least. It seems plausible. And that is the end of this very short video today. Thank you very much if you did watch. If you watched all the way to the end, congratulations. Thank you very much. And have a good week and a lovely weekend.